Big game breakdown. Good one. Braves at home against the Cardinals. Gomber against Sanchez. Atlanta 148.5 the total. Magic number, even though with the loss, is down to 7. But they're 4-13 at home in their last 17, and they've lost 7 straight home games to the Cardinals. They're in a funk right now. And remember, they're a much better team on the road, so the issues continue at home, or again, they lost yesterday, and Fulton Awitz had nothing. St. Louis, not going to get the division, but trying to get that playoff spot. They're a half game ahead of the Rockies for the filed wild card spot, and I think they're 3 back of Milwaukee for the number 1 wild card spot, Teddy. They were hot. Now they've been a little bit of a funk, but got off the series. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Dodgers at home. They come out and beat Atlanta, and they've owned them in this ballpark. Braves know they're going to win the division, but they're not playing well.
No, and of course with the 7, what do they have, a 7.5 game lead over Philadelphia? The magic number, just 7 for Atlanta, so the pressure isn't on the Braves, and they certainly played like it last night. Although, Anibal Sanchez has been a very impressive story. 23 appearances, 22 starts for the Braves this year, and he's been rock solid all season. But so is Austin Gomber. Austin Gomber's been very impressive for me. And of course, Sanchez, who's not necessarily a power pitcher the way he was, he still has 118 strikeouts and 119 innings, although he isn't lasting deep into ball games, and he hasn't given up more than 4 earned runs in any start with Atlanta. But of course, that Braves bullpen behind him is problematic, and the Cards hit 4 home runs by themselves last night. Sanchez last outing, he had a bases loaded spot in the first and the fourth. He got out of both of those with a double play. Here's Braves manager Brian Snitker on Sanchez's last start. Quote, bend and not break. He made some really good pitches when he had to some really good hitters. But Gomber's the guy, he's 24 years old. He had a rough outing his last start. He gave up blasted by the Dodgers, 7 runs in 3 innings. Prior to that, he'd only given up 8 earned runs in his previous 6 starts. I liked his quote following that loss. Quote, sometimes it just doesn't go your way. I felt so far, since I've been in the rotation, I've given us a chance to win, and tonight I didn't. 5 days from now, hopefully, we're having a different conversation. I wouldn't be surprised if we're having a different conversation tonight against a Braves team that just isn't playing great baseball now down the stretch. We'll get back to this one when it comes to play of the day time. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.